Good morning, homesteaders, or anyone else who's watching. Welcome to Reverend on the Homestead / Road. It's so good that you're watching. Well, in my last video, I had separated 2 pallets, which is one building, of wood across the back of the other ones. And then we covered the whole thing with the tarps. Well, today I am going to untarp the wood because now I need to start finding the pieces for each step. First step we're going to do is the floor, so I need to find the pieces for the flooring. What's interesting about this particular cottage is that unlike the other ones where you went with the floor and then the walls, this one you have to go floor and then rafters. And that sounds really unusual, but the rafters go the long way and therefore it won't fit in the building if we do the rafters after we put the walls up. So we have to do the rafters because they use the floor as a jig to get the rafters exactly where they need to be. And so it worked fine with the other building because it went the short way and we were able to go like this in the corner making the jig. But on this one, we're definitely going to have to do them second, which is weird, but hopefully we'll be able to get to those today as well. So I need to open up all these tarps and start measuring wood, marking wood, and putting the pieces we need right away, get those out of the pile so we can start that floor. And we can start that floor even before Lee has it all level and the wood down because we'll just use the ground. We'll just have to find the flattest piece of ground to do that with. And we did go to the store and we bought the flooring pieces that got ruined. We bought 3 pieces and hopefully that will cover it. However, there is a piece that is not ruined, but part of it is really swollen and not acceptable for the floor. So we can use half of that if we need to. So we'll play that one by ear, but we're good to go. And so I need to open up all these tarps. So let's get at that. These kits come with step-by-step instructions, and on within the first couple of pages it gives you a whole list of everything that's supposed to be in there for each thing. For example, it starts with your basic inventory. I should have 1 GAA, and that's a piece of board that is rectangle, but it's 1 by 3 by 5 inches. And this is a gauge block, and it's a thin one. I know exactly where that one is. And everywhere it goes down the same. And it tells you if it's OSB by darkening the board that it shows you. And it shows you each one of the pictures. For example, you see that shape of that picture there. Where is it? Right there. And so it shows you the shape you're looking for, so you know exactly what you're looking for. You've got the measurements, you've got the letters, and you've got a little picture to show you what it is. And so it's fairly easy step. So you just go down and make sure you have all the parts to begin with, that you're not missing anything out of the kit. Now, granted, we bought these kits over a year ago. So we can't very well call and say we're missing a piece. That's a very, very bad thing that we can't do that. So if something's missing, we're going to have to buy it ourselves. Now, if it was within a good, decent amount of time from buying this, we could call them and say we're missing this piece or that piece. But anything that happens at this point, it's on us. Now, we bought these at Costco, and Costco's really good at taking care of you, but no. We're not those type of people. We made a mistake by waiting this long to getting these buildings up. So we're just going to eat whatever it is. It's called self-responsibility. If we wanted this to be perfect, we should have built them right away. But alas, we did not. And that's our bad. But like I said the other day, we honestly thought we could build everything within a decent amount of time. We had 11 buildings, and at the very most, we thought one building a month. At the very most. We really thought one building a weekend. And maybe we were just forgetting the fact that we're old now, and we don't move as well. And we didn't take a lot of things into account, like weather or life. So anyhow, neither here nor there. Got work to do. Let's go measure. Well, maybe the goats are the ones that left all the footprints. I don't think so though, because that's a lot of goats and there weren't that many footprints. The goats are now wandering off our property to this side, and Eclipse is up here watching the one goat that's still right there. The owners of the goats are on the other side. They have about 30 acres of land over there, and occasionally their goats get out. And I'd be okay with the goats getting out and being on our property and eating the grass, mowing it down, except for the fact they don't actually stay here. They keep wandering. So we notified the owner, and I see him coming right now, and he's going to gather up his goats. Okay, owner came after them, and Dusty the dog, which is such a sweet dog, big dog, had to say hi to everybody, and we lost the cat. Freddie got out of the pen, and we had to chase Freddie down, and then he was under the RV, and we couldn't get him out, and then we had to open the fence, the little gate fence that we put around the RV so he'd come through. We put him in the house because we knew he'd figure out how to get out. So too bad, and he'll do fine. It's just that the RV is so close to the road, and if he goes the wrong direction, you know, he can go across the road, get hit by a car, or get lost for that matter, because like I said, he's not yet countrified. Anyhow, I got work to do. Okay, the flooring frame has been selected. All the boards have been marked, so we know exactly what the lengths are and how many of each one we're looking for. And now I'm going to take all these boards and I'm going to take them across the yard to where Lee is building the foundation. is much, much warmer today than it was yesterday. The wind's not blowing. There's still a little chill a bit in the air, but it is. I'm going to have to take this big coat off and change it for a thinner coat, because with working, wow, yesterday I never really truly warmed up. Interestingly enough, it was, I don't know, 40 something degrees. It said feels like 35, and it did, but I was colder yesterday than I was even when it was only in the 20s. And I think that's because I forgot my thermals underneath my coveralls. So my legs got really, really cold. And I hadn't worn them in quite a while, so just didn't even think about it. Then last night I realized when I got really icicle cold. So anyway, I'm just resting. But I gotta get the rest. Okay, that's done. It's all over there. Now we're going to lay it out according to the diagram and start nailing it together. So let's move to the other section. Okay, there's no real good flat spot in the yard, so behind me, between these two cottages, we found a flattish spot. It's not really flat, but it's flat enough. And we'll start building the framework here, putting it together. First, we're going to lay it all out, and then we'll start nailing. Okay, according to the directions, first two boards we want is a 72 and a 48. We're going to put a 72 and a 48, and then we're going to put a 48 and a 72 at the opposite ends. So we're offsetting where the seam is going to be. So that's where we start. It's time to change out this coat. It's way too hot, way too hot. Okay, with the wall measured, marked, placed, now it's time to hammer it and to nail it together. So for that, I need nails and a hammer, of course. So I'm off to go get them. Okay, I marked the boards where I'm going to put the nails. I'm going to start the nails by putting 2 nails in on each of the lines, not too close to the edges because it'll make it hard to hammer. And then when we set them up, the boards upright, there's a line on the inside where we know where to put the board where the nails are. And that wasn't going to be what I did. It's just that I marked the wrong side of the board. So I had to mark the other side of the board. So I got 2 lines. That's okay though, make it easier. Anyway, Lee says it's always best to lay it down, start it, and then when we go to nail the pieces together, the nails are already in place and already started. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is just start nailing. That side is ready to nail to the board. Now I'm going to do this side over here. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Join us next time on The Homestead. Be sure to like, share, press the notification bell, and subscribe. Share it with your friends and comment. We enjoy those comments. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.